Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the sticky waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. Falsehood. Important thing is, I'm giving you peace.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. And the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 word-written launches on the rest. With a special pride never written before. Or sings tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Monday, March 8th, 2021, International Women's Day. Happy Women's Day, women. Mama pray. Happy Women's Day. To all the ladies out there, happy Women's Day. Don't find me, I was just using my laser hair removal. You know, I've been using this laser for like 6 or 7 years, and I'm still shaving just as much as I ever did. I'm starting to think laser hair removal is just bullshit. I don't know. I mean, it's still, I tested it here, and it's like there's still hair. So like, what the hell's the point of shooting a laser to stop hair from growing? Chris Perzer donated $5 and got kissing Dax on International Women's Day. What a way to start the celebrations. Congratulations, Chris. And he says, checking my male toxicity by seeing if I can get kissing Dax for everyone here. You did, Chris. It's like, it's magic. Clearly, God is celebrating International Women's Day with us today to make that special, thing happen that happened completely by chance. I was unable to affect the chances of the outcome of that. Well done. I'm going to put this laser back. I'm highly suspect of laser hair removal ads I'm seeing, but whatever. Thank you so much, Chris. And happy Women's Day to all the women in your life. John Araki was number one, first person in the chat. Applaud John Araki, who says, booyah. And hashtag long live the queen, hashtag free Gina, or as I sometimes pronounce it, free Gina. And John Araki says, international women. I call dibs on the Slovakian women. Uh-oh. Joseph Petrick may have a problem with that. And Creedmoor Psychiatric Center donated $1. and says, "Don't move. We're on the way for you." Don't worry, Creedmoor. I really can't move much. So I'll be here when you get here. Dan23 with the thumbs up. Thank you, Dan. Andrea Seabrook says, "Woot. Hello, world. It's Bert O'Prey. Bope O'Ray. I've kerplopped." Thank you, Andrea. Happy International Women's Day to Andrea Seabrook. Jedi Bill says, "Hello, Bert O'Prey. Qapla, brother warrior. Hail, Caroga." Hail, Caroga. Absolutely. Thank you, Jedi Bill. And he also says hello to Andrea. And Andrea says, "Hello, world. It's Bird O'Prey 5. Carplop. Actor says, Reed Jodorowsky starts playing International Love by Pitbull. I'm not familiar with that song. And actor says, "What? That song is not appropriate for Women's Day? But this is America." Well, South America. We are going to play a song for International Women's Day as soon as I get through the comments and before we get to the Dear Bops. I've got a special song lined up to all the women around the world, to the cutest women in the world. Jedi Bill says, "I think that Bird of Prey will be very late for this live stream." I don't think I was really late, Jedi Bill. Ye of little faith. Actress says, "Why he stayed up late partying?" No, I did not. Although we woke up early this morning. I woke up early. And I had to wake up Mama Pray because I didn't know what was happening. But at 5:30 this morning, you guys know I live along the Long Island Railroad train tracks, which, the trains run all night long. And they're commuter trains. They're electric engines. They're generally fairly quiet. I mean, yeah, you hear a train go by, but it's not like it's a steam engine. And early this morning at 5:30 in the morning, it sounded like there were hundreds of small animals being chopped up and killed. I don't know how to explain it, but it was the most disturbing sound I've heard in quite a while. And it woke me up. I'm looking around the house. I mute the computer. I mute the TV. I try to, shut everything off. I don't know where this noise is coming from. I wake up Mama Pray, and only then do I see this monstrosity moving down the railroad tracks at less than a mile per hour. It took 10 minutes to clear my backyard. And it was this giant train car with all these bright lights and a crane on top of it. And I don't know if it was hitting to the sides, if it was the metal on metal I was hearing. But whatever this thing is, it shouldn't have been being moved in the middle. Well, it wasn't the middle of the night, but at 5:30 in the morning. Do it during business hours. Captain Trek with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Captain. Says, "Drop by each morning for the morning brew." Yes, check out Captain Trek's channel each morning. Captain Trek about 6 a.m. Eastern. He goes live with the morning brew. So check it out. We'd love to see you there. I'm usually there, maybe not at the very beginning, but soon after. So yeah, it was, so I was up early because of that, but not enough to make me late for this stream. Actor says, no, I did not stay up partying. 47 Yorktown says, "Good afternoon from Eastern Canada." Qapla, 47 Yorktown. Captain Track says, hello, Captain. Jedi Bill says hello to 47 Yorktown, and to Captain Track, who says hello to Jedi Bill. A lot of hellos back and forth. Vincent Gallipo's in the house. Qapla, Vincent Gallipo. Carlo Albanese says, "Dear Bop." We'll get to the Dear Bops. And Carlo says, "Bed Life." It's a stream by Berto Prey 5. And we could play Bed Life. Later. Carlos says, "Hi, I hope everyone is as well as can be. As always, celebrate with Caroga." Absolutely. Chris Perzer says, "Qapla, Berto Prey, and hail to Mamo Prey, Sisso Prey, the twin shadow rulers of Caroga, Nephew O'Prey and Sassy O'Prey. Sassy's over there. Nephew O'Prey is with Sis O'Prey. Chris Perzer says, hail to Jedi Bill and Captain Track. John Aragi says, Bird's next song, Ode to the Unknown Cuomo Harassment Survivor. John Aragi says, in honor of Women's History Month. Absolutely. Professor Brainy Speck says, hello all. Hello, Professor. And Qapla, Professor. Thomas Bott says, hello, ugliness has arrived. Thomas. 47 Yorktown says, come on, Thomas, look at this. Look at this face. This is a face only Mama Prey could love. You could tell anybody else that they're ugly. Yeah. Oh my God. People saying hello to each other, which is awesome. Moxley fan says, Bird of Prey, Qapla to Bird and you all. Qapla, Moxley fan. Jedi Bill says hello to Thomas. Carlos says hello to Jedi. Have a good day. Captain Trax says, Professor, I know a way you could be more ugly, but why would you want me to look like me? So we're all ugly, apparently. And I'm not surprised. I was thinking of starting a dating site only for DS9 fans. I was going to call it ds9dating.com. And I was going to be the only guy on there. And then any women that sign up, they were going to get my profile as a match. What do you think? Of course, only the women seeking men. If women were seeking other women, then I would give them, Terry Farrell's kiss, Dax's info. Not that I have it. Bradley Briggs says, Zup, y'all. Zup, Bradley. Professor says Thomas is ignoring him. I doubt that. Jedi Bill says Bird of Prey is late. That's not true. You wrote that at 4:29, Jedi Bill. I still had a minute to go. Bradley Briggs said late O'Prey at 4:30, but then I started the stream. Because at 4:31, Professor Brainy Specs called out Changeling Martok. Rock Solid says hashtag Birds late. Hashtag 3:30 has come and gone and no Bird of Prey 5. It didn't go. Hashtag place your bets at how many hours until the first Dear Bop. Hashtag hail on Caroga. Hashtag hail Bunnyland. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Qapla, Mike Richards. Mountains of Elysium says greetings, Bird O'Prey, Mum O'Prey, Sis O'Prey, the Ball Buster, Nephew O'Prey, and fellow nerds. Thank you, Mountains. Moxley says, rock solid, hello to Gary. And Mountains, of course, says, greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Aroo! Captain Trax says, Professor Brainy Specs, you are correct. I am fugly. I don't want to hear this ugly talk. Cinnabon Bunny says hello. One of us who's definitely not on the ugly side. Welcome, Cinnabon. Captain Trax says greetings to greetings of Mountains of Elysium. Professor says stop, Captain Trax, please. We got a lot of talk back and forth. Professor Brainy Specs is shaking his head at me for some reason. I don't know why. Daniel's Hot Topics is who deleted my message. Daniel, I didn't see any message deleted. It either YouTube deleted it or it didn't come through. More than likely, it never got sent. But go ahead and put it in again. Because if it was deleted, I would see a deleted message. At least if it was deleted by a moderator. If it was deleted by YouTube, God only knows. Pflugerville says Qapla, Pflugerville. I hope you are recovering well, my friend. Actor says Bird O'Prey, Qapla. Remember to salute all the self-made women too. You risk getting canceled. We're going to salute all the women today. The self-made, the man-made, the she-made, the the young women, the old women, the middle-aged women, the pretty women, the less than pretty women, any women, the men who want to be women, the women who want to be men, whatever. It's everybody's getting celebrated today. Actor says, Qapla, remember to salute. Yes. Bradley Briggs says, lasers make your hair grow faster, not slower. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's fine. Well, I can work with that. How long does it take? Yeah, just come on. Is it growing yet? Do you see any? Do you see any? Okay, come on. Big money. I can feel the follicles. I can feel the follicles growing inside me. Oh, or is it? I think I just felt the battery acid leaking out of it. Whatever. Either way, hopefully it stimulates hair growth. I guess we'll know by Friday if you see hair here. It worked. Professor Brandy Specs' Bird of Prey rigged the super chat. I didn't. I couldn't. I wish I could. I'm not that good. Chris Perzer says clearly meant to be. Absolutely. 47 Yorktown says kissing women are the best. They are. Actor says it's destiny. It was. Mountains Elysium says Babylon 5 has great female characters. Deline, Ivana, Lala, Talia, Lita, and Nato. Happy International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day to the women of Babylon 5. Carlo Albanese says Bird of Prey, add some special shaped glass in front of it. Oh, for the laser? Maybe. Jedi Bill says hello to Chris. Robert Rose Jr. says Qapla today, Bird of Prey, Mamo Prey, and Sassy. Happy International Women's Day to you, Sassy. It doesn't say human women. It's all women of all species, including the four-legged dog kind. Happy International Women's Day to Sassy. Hashtag stay sassy. Hashtag Sassy's a good girl. Hashtag Sassy does not forgive or forget. John Araki says International Women's Day. Oh, WimX Day. Don't forget the X, like on Bird of Prey 5X. Wink. It's not quite the same. Joseph says the laser does not work on carpets. Greetings from the future. Greetings, future man. Fluger says hey to Jedi. Captain Track says, Daniel, that was effing Google. They suck. So Google deleted your message, Daniel. Sorry to hear that. Try again. Try spelling a word differently. I'm not sure what the problem could be. Jedi Bill says hello to Carlo. Hail Caroga. And praise the Insomniac soup. And always enjoy a good brew. Absolutely. Mago says Joe Biden loves women the most. I've personally seen him sniffing and groping them. And Vincent Gallipo with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Vincent Gallipo. Says, I'm a big fan of Kate Mulgrew as Captain Janeway. Star Trek Voyager was cool. Vincent Gallipo, I assume you already know, but if by some chance you did not know, there is going on right now. Let's see if this is going to work. Of course not. Well, I had to do this anyway, so we might as well get it out of the way now. I have to. There we go. There is going on right now on Indiegogo the Star Trek Voyager documentary Indiegogo campaign. They've, in like less than a week, they've already surpassed all their wildest expectations. They only needed $150,000. They're at $646,000 to do the Star Trek Voyager documentary. They're going to give Star Trek Voyager the same type of documentary that Deep Space Nine got last year, although the Deep Space Nine documentary was in production for almost 7 years, I believe. So hopefully this Voyager one, they're planning to have it out by 2022. I would take that with a grain of salt, but at some point they'll come out with the Voyager documentary, and that could be awesome. So if you are a big Voyager fan, you should definitely go to Indiegogo and do the Star Trek Voyager documentary, and consider subscribe. If you purchase, you can get the digital bundle for $25, which they estimate it's going to ship in September 2022. I would bet a lot of money that it's going to take a lot longer, just based off how long it took them to do the DS9, but whatever. And then there's also the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack for $35, and that's expected for October 2022. While Voyager was not my favorite Star Trek, in fact, of all the pre-Discovery Star Treks, Voyager was at the bottom of my list. I still like Voyager enough that I do fully intend to purchase this product. Now, just because I know we're probably looking at 4 years, not 2 or 1, I'm not going to do it immediately. But once this comes close to going to market, I will give them some money to get it because I'm going to want it. I can't wait till this comes out. And I'd love to be wrong and they actually meet their deadline. And maybe they will. Maybe they learn their mistakes from Deep Space Nine documentary. But I just have a hard time believing the DS9 documentary that got pushed further and further and further back, years back, that they're going to do it right this time. But I hope they do, Vincent. I hope they do, for you and for me and for all the Star Trek Voyager fans. And remember, just because you don't love it, just because it's not your favorite Trek, doesn't mean it's not good Trek. So yeah, still worthy. Still worthy. Where are we? Professor says Captain Trek is in a grumpy mood. Well, that's Captain Trek. Is always a little grumpy, as am I. Chris Perzer says, please show some love for International Women's Day by hitting that like button. I don't know if that's how it works, but sure, why not? Robert Rose Jr. says, why not an International Man's Day? I don't know. Maybe there is one. I never looked it up. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Qapla, Bird of Prey, happy Mamo Prey and Sisso Prey Day. Thank you for them. Professor says, Joseph, how's your mom and sister? Absolutely. We want to know. Uncle Remus, how do you think Andrew Cuomo is celebrating National Women's Day? Well, this isn't National Women's Day. It's International Women's Day. And I'm guessing he's celebrating with a couple of young ladies. Professor Brainy Speck says, Robert Rose, they have one November 19th. Oh, awesome. Mike Richards says, no, Bird's going to play the Ball Buster polka. No. Daniel says, who keeps deleting my messages? Daniel, it's not me. So it's probably YouTube. Try changing the wording. D.D. Myers says, good afternoon, everyone. Fluger says, blame Darren's Hot Topics. Professor says, Daniel, it's YouTube. Yitza says, Google Daniel. Robert Rose says, they do, Professor Bernie Specs. Thank you. Dee says, Qapla, Bird of Prey. How are you and the family doing? Doing okay, Dee. I hope you're doing well. John Araki says, house by railroad tracks greater than the van down by the river. This is true. Jedi Bill says, good afternoon to Dee. Daniel says, that stinks, but not those words. Just try using different words, Daniel. Yitza says print screen and put them on blast on Twitter. Censoring bastards. Dee Dee says Captain Track Morning Brew was awesome. It is. Professor says Bird of Prey Captain Track fired shots at Life with Matthew today. What? Captain Track fired shots at Life with Matthew. Did I miss that? Professor says Bird of Prey, are you going to defend your Carogan citizen Life with Matthew? What's wrong? I know he's under impeachment, but he's under impeachment from a non-existent non-existent government that we don't recognize. So it really doesn't matter. That's like saying, if your local school delivered articles of impeachment to you, in fact, your local kindergarten class just said they sent you a letter and said they were going to impeach you, you would say, oh, that's cute, and just ignore it. Professor says T minus 5 hours to Dear Bop. Mountain says Daniels, YouTube auto deletes lots of comments. I've had several deleted recently. It often deletes innocent messages because of issues with coding. And then we had a jump. So let's see. There we go. Daniel says, Bird of Prey, were you creeped out when you saw Wanda levitating and reading the dark hold with the red eyes and creepy music while the kids were crying for help? Creepy. I was not, Daniel. I was just disappointed. Captain Trax says, Thomas, if you're ugly, then I'm fugly, so stop it. We're going to have an ugly off. Whoever's the ugliest wins. Yosef says, not to worry, Bird, we're all ugly. No, come on, says the guy with the hot wife. Carlo yells, cheater. Professor Brainy Specs says, Yosef, speak for yourself. Dee Dee says, that's one way to get out of there. Professor says, greetings to Mike Richards. Robert Rose is getting angry. No, Robert, why are you getting angry? And Grandpa President Joe donated $1 and got happy baby. Happy baby. Grandpa President Joe donated $1 and says, just popped in to find my slippers. Don't mind me. My boss says I should be in the office running the country, but what would she know? She can't even pronounce her own name right. Happy Cocoa, everybody. That's our Biden. That's our Biden. Mountain of Elysium says, greetings to Dee Dee and Carlo and Professor. Professor says, oh no, Robert Rose, what's wrong? Yes, talk to us, Robert. Talk to us. Mike Richards says, what's up to Professor Brainy Specs. Mountains of Elysium says, to remember the alpacamo. Robert says, just effing around, Professor Brainy Specs. You scare us, Robert. You scare us when you do that. Carlo Albanese says, all hail Mamo Prey. Absolutely. John Araki says, hashtag woke princess. I don't know who that is. Cinnabon says, I'm not in a Helen Keller kind of way. I'm hot in a Helen Keller kind of way. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey. Remember in Kurdistan, the men are the men and so are the women. I guess so. Carlos says, if it wasn't for women, we wouldn't be here today. Absolutely. Josh says, looks like Bird of Prey lost more hair. Damn it. Tim Christ says, lol, WTF Bird. Sorry, I thought that's how laser hair removal worked. Yetza says, even the bitches and the conductory are celebrated. I don't know what we're going with there. Eastland says, Bird, I do not think that is giving you your 80s hair band hair. I guess not, Eastland. It was worth a shot. Not Ryan Johnson says, I'm not that good, Bird of Prey. That's true. That's what I said. Actress says, Bird of Prey, laser serves to stimulate hair growth at low power and burn follicles at high power. Do you smell burnt hair? No. Mike Richards says you have to blow on your thumb really hard. I don't see what that's going to do. Professor says Bird of Prey. Oh, to make the hair pop out. Professor Bird of Prey, you are fired. You can't pronounce female characters in Babylon 5. You're fired. I never really saw Babylon 5. The only character I know that to pronounce was Lita, because I know it was pronounced the same way as it's pronounced on Deep Space Nine, though it's spelt different. Tim Chris says, wow, I log on and I see Bird lasering his head. You never know what you're going to see here. And be lucky it was only my head. Joseph says, we'll celebrate men who want to be in women. Will we celebrate men who want to be in women? Not in women, but who want to be women, sure. We can go that way. Professor Brainy Specs is a little upset with Joseph Patrick, I think. Yeah. Actor says Joseph, that's every other day, some say. Dee Dee Myers is Vincent Lamb. I'm with you. I am not Lamb. I am with you. Mountain says, for every thumbs up, Bird of Prey grows a hair. Help him out and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Yes, please. Star Trek Nitpicker says, remembers to like Qapla. Star Trek Nitpickers have been putting out good videos. Put out one the other day. I watched it. It's good stuff. Everybody should watch. It's was it about the possible new Star Trek movie coming out? Professor Brainy Specs says, what the hell is Star Trek? Bird of Prey, you keep saying Star Trek. I never heard of Star Trek. You know what I mean. Star Trek. Okay, trekking through the universe, that type of trek. Daniel's Hot Topics is hashtag bring back Star Trek Voyager and DS9. I would go for that. And Daniel says, Star Trek Nitpickers, hi, what's up? How are you today? Mountain says, Professor, in Star Trek, Spock has a sister. In Star Trek, he doesn't. That's good. Darth Maul says, will there be behind-the-scenes photos and videos of Jerry Ryan fittings for her costume? There might be. Yosef says, I want Michael Burnham documentary. You would. Darth Maul says, maybe some Roxanne Dawson, too. Professor Brainy Specs says, Mount of Elysium, Vincent says, thanks, I will definitely support this documentary. You are welcome, Vincent. Actor says, Professor, you know what's funny? You activate subtitles with a bird stream. It reads Star Trek. Can you even activate titles on a bird stream? Because I've tried, and at least when I'm live, it doesn't work. Maybe if you're watching a replay. Professor says, Joseph, burn the Burnham. Burn him at the stake. Joseph says, Professor, I'm not factorial. No need for the exclamation point. He's not a factorial. I get it. It's math. It's a math joke. This is the power of math, people. We got to celebrate Tilly. We got to celebrate Tilly and Michael Burnham and Detmer and Owo and Robot Chick, who had a name, but I forgot it. All of them. Number one. We got to celebrate number one. Professor says Ector, of course, because that's what Bird of Prey keeps saying. And where are we? Daniel says, I wish they would release more info on Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. WandaVision made me hungry for info. You know what I watched today for the very first time? The first Doctor Strange movie. I had never seen it. Now I have. Joseph says, Professor, Bird of Prey, my sister has a light cough. Mom is A-okay. Thanks for asking. Awesome. Sorry about the light cough, but it's still, in the scheme of things, sounds awesome. Good news. Thomas says, Bird of Prey, you called me the professor. You need to apologize to Jeff. Apologies. Sometimes in the rush of reading through the chats, I called people the wrong names. It's nothing personal. If it happened, I apologize. What do we got? Joseph is indeed my bionic friend. To Fluger, how is your leg doing? Yes, Fluger is now bionic. Professor says, Bird of Prey, Captain Track named his stream this morning a true virtual pub. Oh, that's right. Shots fired at Life with Matthew. Are you going to defend Carogan Citizen Life with Matthew? I think we're all okay with that. A true virtual pub, whatever. If he can call his stream a virtual pub. There's plenty of room on the internet for more virtual pubs. Although saying a true virtual pub makes me think of LDG saying a true public platform. So maybe that was what he was looking. Maybe that's the vibe he was looking for. Dan23 says hello, Qapla, Dan. Where are we? Dan says, Bird of Prey, have you any interest in that Harry and Meghan Markle Oprah interview? That's a big fat zero. That's a big fat zero. I could not care less about the royal family. It has always been something that boggled my mind that any American would give a shit about what the hell happens to the royal family. Now, maybe I could understand it because the woman, whatever her name was, that the son married, was a star on the TV show Suits, which I used to watch, Mamo Prey used to watch, and Sisso Prey used to watch. So that was our only interest, was that, hey, it kind of sucks that they're taking away that character. And because she's leaving, the main character kind of also had to leave. But I really don't care what happens with the royal family. It's not something I watch or follow. You took it back. Cinnabon says, Thomas, I still haven't seen it, so I'll say I'm outraged. Dan says, actress who plays Lita on Babylon 5 was also an extra and stunt double on Star Trek. Captain Track says, Bird of Prey, sorry to be back. Tell me what I missed. Nothing. Daniel says, Wanda is a Nexus being, which means that she exists in every single infinite universe in the multiverse, and so is Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, I think. I wonder if there will be a Strange in Wanda in the Sammy Raimi Spider-Verse. Why would Spider-Man exist in every universe? Why would Wanda exist in every universe? That doesn't make sense. I mean, unless you mean there's multiple versions of them in every universe. But isn't that everybody? Unless they died or were never born. Carlos says, a dear bop a day keeps Bird of Prey awake. I forgot to write one, so be right back. We had at least 9 dear bops before I went live. Star Trek Nitpicker says, Discovery writer hired for the Trek movie. That's the link. That's the link. And Bird of Prey 5 just donated $1. And it says, hello world, it's Bird of Prey 5. Just a reminder that the mere mention of money sends me into a fit of rage. I absolutely can't stand people giving me money. So please, please send all your donations to that genius anti-tracker. He deserves it. No, that's not what I said. No, that's not what I ever said. Dan says, only way would bring back Star Trek Voyager is the Voyager documentary. John DeMarco says, greetings all. Qapla, John DeMarco. Carl says, oh wait, I did one dear bop the other day. All well, another one won't hurt. Actress is Bird of Prey. Sorry, I meant a video, not a stream. I don't remember. Daniel says, oh my God, it's so exciting. We're getting a Star Trek 4 with Chris Pine again. I don't know that we are, Daniel. Last I heard, it was a possibility. Maybe it's changed, but I've never heard. I did not hear that as anything other than a possibility. Dan23 says, I post sci-fi pictures on Instagram. It's difficult to get people to follow things on social media, also using a different name. Cool. Well, if you want to put in your Instagram link, Dan, you're welcome to. You have your moderator. You can post in links. Joseph Patrick with the hashtag never forget Arium. That was the name of the robot chick. Arium. Darth Maul says, I've been watching Outlander. Me and my wife are glued to each episode. Ronald D. Moore is amazing. He is pretty damn good. Also, Ronald D. Moore, I will remind people, created the show that's currently in season 2 on Apple TV, For All Mankind. I love the first season. I liked the first episode of the second season. The second episode of the second season was kind of so-so. I haven't yet seen the third episode, though it is out. I've got to watch it. But I strongly recommend, if you haven't seen the first season, you watch it. The first season was kind of shot to be a one and only season. The second season is not something you have to watch. They kind of retcon it a little to kind of fit in the second season. Like, I don't think it was ever intending to be a second season, but the one's first season tells a very good story that ends, and you don't need to continue it. Michael T, High Desert Comics, Qapla, says, Caroga, hail, chat, hail, bird, hail to you, Michael T, High Desert Comics. Daniel says, Bird, would you marry Tilly or Michael Burnham if you had no choice and you had to marry one of them? Otherwise, the universe would collapse. It would be Tilly. Actors is Bird of Prey. I've come to bargain. Yes. That I saw from the Doctor Strange movie. Robert Rose Jr. says, Bird of Prey. The very first Doctor Strange movie was made in the 70s. Well, okay, the first of the Marvel MCU. Carlos says, hail, Caroga. Enjoy a good brew and praise the soup. Dan says, there's an episode of Voyager. B'Elanna's having a shower. The Doctor's face appears on the monitor screen, and she grabs a towel to cover herself. Why the heck is there a monitor facing the shower? Yeah, I remember that scene. That was a very poorly placed video conference device. And Berto Prey tipped $1. Thank you. I sent you this tip. The tip is in, and it totally counts. It absolutely does. Oh, shit. That's not Berto Prey. That's Berto Porn 5. Berto Porn 5. Says the tip counts. It does. Poor Mama Prey has to explain who is yelling over her telephone call. Dan23 says, yes, that's true. That episode. I remember it. Professor says, wow, Berto Prey does not defend the citizens. Wait till Life with Matthew finds out. If he asks for defense, he'll get one. Actress is Berto Prey. Now a couple of streaming services of enhanced definition. Babylon 5's now the time for you to start watching. I know. I think I need to, what? Do I need to get HBO Max? I currently don't have it, but I'm going to get it right before the Schneider, the Justice League cut comes out. Daniel says, Bird could care less about the Royals. Yeah, I could not care less. Dan says, I meant Doctor's face in my comment. I got it. I understood. Carlo loved the Suits. Yeah, I liked Suits too. They had a really great 8 episode, 2.5 seasons a year. Only 16 episodes a year, but it always felt like the next episode was either the next week or the next half of the season was just a few weeks away. Actor says Babylon 5 space shots still suck, but they suck a little less. Hawk says my favorite stream is on. Thank you, Mamo Prey and Bird. Qapla Hawk, good to see you. I'm glad it's your favorite. Dan says you make me feel so. Dan says Bird of Prey, new Marvel's info. It's rumored that Deadpool will start making the cameos in Marvel's Cinematic Universe like Stan Lee. Well, that would be interesting. I mean, of course, he can't say the things he says normally, so. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. I will give Anti-Trigger the money. No, I did not say to give Anti-Trigger the money. Daniel says, bring back Hugh Jackman to the MCU when Wanda breaks the multiverse. A version of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine falls into the MCU. That would be awesome. Darth Maul says, I'm walking around Barnes & Noble, and in a course of about a year, Star Trek books have grown from 2 or 3 titles to about 10. Well, there's been hundreds of Star Trek books. Just the number of books your Barnes & Noble is carrying. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Sorry, I think one more might hurt your voice. So if you have 537 dear bops. Dan says, have you seen the movie Into the Spider-Verse? Just because it's animated doesn't mean you shouldn't watch it. Considered one of the best Spider-Man films. No, I haven't seen it. Captain Drax says, Bird of Prey, I'm back. What did I miss? You said that before. You didn't miss anything. Hawk says, if you haven't ranked your favorite top 5 women of sci-fi of all time, we need to hear your thoughts. Number 1 is always Kirstie Alley as Saavik in Star Trek 2. In my book, there's just no more attractive woman in sci-fi than that. Then, of course, I mean, more recently, Gina Carrano, obviously quite attractive as Cara Dune. You've got Ensign Turco from the Orville, who, oh my God, is certainly amazing. Our own favorites, both Daxes, Nicole DeBoer, who welcomes us to every stream, very, very attractive woman. Terry Farrell, who played Jadzia Dax, also very attractive woman. Lita from DS9, a very attractive woman. There's so many. I'd be very hard pressed to name a top 5, but those are the first ones that come to mind. Those are first ones. Cinnabon says, I heard Star Trek 4 was going to be so awesome, they decided to skip 4 and just turn Star Trek 5 into the most epic movie ever. That sounds like something they do. And they're going to just make a rock be the co-pilot. No, that's Star Wars. Maybe Star Trek will copy Star Wars again. Cinnabon says, Thomas Potts, he has a secret insider that knows a guy. I'm going to do a video on that, Cinnabon, rumor video. Cinnabon is my source. Roxanne says, I hope if Star Trek 4 comes out, I hope it retains the E-hole time travel storyline of Kirk going through time, and he meets his father, and at the end they end up in the OG universe with Picard. That's not ever going to happen. Cinnabon says, I think you mean Star Trek 5. Yes. Dan23 says, thanks. You're welcome, Dan. Captain Track says, hello to High Desert Comics. Carlos says, I can't wait for Dear Bop now. I hope you like my first one. Oh, great. Star Trek Nitpicker says, Helix by Billy Campbell, aka Outrageous Okana. Aberjam's in the house. Says, I love Babylon 5, but I have to agree they jumped on the CGI a little too early. Okay. Andrea Seabrook says, oh, hi. What did I miss? Not a lot, Andrea. Just a lot of chat. Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey has been looking dead on the Star Trek books for a long time. Yeah. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey, hello. I am late. I just got here. Qapla, Thomas. Oh, you've been here. You've been here. Darth Maul says, Kirstie Alley was thick. Not as Savick. Professor says, Andrea, you missed that Bird of Prey won't offend his Carogan citizens. Dan says, take a look at the Instagram post I made. I noticed these two things in Star Trek. And Bird's Late donated $1. But we're going to do a tribute to women. Well, East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmers' daughters really make you feel all right. And the Northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. The West Coast has the sunshine and the girls all get so tan. I dig a French bikini on a wild island all by a palm tree in the sand. I've been all around this great big world and I see all kinds of girls. Yeah, but I can't wait to get back in the States, back to the cutest girls in the world. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. Sorry, had to swallow the pretzel. So yeah, there's my tribute, my musical tribute to all the women of the world, especially those in USA, and especially the women of California, the cutest girls in the world, as inspired by the Beach Boys and sung by me, Bird of Prey 5. And right before I cut to that musical interlude. We got another donation from Birds Late. Birds Late donated $1 and says, "Don't give money to those who alienate the community. Don't support others in the community. Insult their editor. Don't produce content and then blame the platform. Give to dear leader Cinnabon Bunny, and I guess Birdo Prey 5. Well, thank you so much, Birds Late, although I also don't want to say don't give money to anybody. Give money to whoever you can. Wherever you can support, you should support. And Carlo Albanese with a $2 super chat, and the beautiful Lieutenant Savick. Awesome. Says, hail Caroga and hail women of Caroga. We love our women in Caroga. And another Vincent Gallipo with another $5 super chat. Says, I can't resist. I have to say you're a great singer. Wow, impressive. And I can't resist, Vincent. I have to say you may need to get your ears checked. You might have some type of auditory disease. I'm not 100% sure, but you should probably talk with a specialist. Rock Solid is Bird of Prey. How in the hell do you confuse Rock Solid and Daniel's Hot Topics? Daniel said that about ST4, not me. I apologize. Like I said, I'm in a rush. Names get mixed up. Blame it on my dyslexia. I don't have dyslexia. I can't blame it on dyslexia. I just get confused. John DeMarcos is Bird of Prey. Read the @Thomas Potts comments. I can't. They don't stand out. They don't stand out. If I need to know what specific, see Thomas's Bird of Prey. Hello, I'm late. I just got here. That's the last Thomas Potts comment I see. Jedi Bill says, hey, Bird of Prey, have you seen Groundhog? Fuck you. I'm sorry. Jedi Bill, I love you, but it's done. It's done. Professor says, oh, no singing. Oh, it's too late. It's too late. Andrea says, ha, ha, ha. Is this the Van Hollen version? No, it was made off the Beach Boys version. Carlos says, wow, hot. Actor says, it's a version. Brainy Professor says, my ears. Hakeem says, so many crotch shots. There weren't a lot of crotch shots. I just zoomed into the crotch in a lot of regular shots. Aravic Saunders said Savick would look better with Vulcan eyebrows. There she is again. We were just talking about the devil. Looks like she's got Vulcan eyebrows. I don't know. She looks pretty good there. She looks pretty good there. Aberjam says, shouldn't this be Carogan girls? You know? No, because those girls were ugly. No. Carogan girls would be a different video. Carlo says, hooray for boobies. Yes, on International Women's Day. Andrea Seabrook says, somebody get on a super chat and donate a sense of pitch to Bird. If only such things could be donated. John DeMarco says, pitch isn't allowed in Caroga. Robert Rose Jr. says, hopefully David Lee Roth will never hear Birdo Prey's rendition of California Girls. You did not go deaf listening to that, Professor. Roxodds is Bird of Prey, swallow pretzel. That's what she said. What do we got? Here? Geeks enjoy Nerdrotica. Qapla. Geeks enjoy Nerdrotica. What does he say? He said, did I just see Bird lasering his head for hair growth? You did. You're a little behind, but you saw it. Mike Richards is Bird of Prey. You have bird lexia. That's what it is. Bird lexia. LDG will catch up. Yeah. Roxanne says another hour and Bird of Prey still has not gotten a single deal about, but I'm about to. Daniel says, I think it's very, very, very unrealistic Humans won all the wars with the Romulans and the Klingons, the Cardassians, the Dominion, and everyone else under the stars. Stephen Hawking said that if there were bird muted. You can hear me. You can hear me, Thomas. Obviously, people can hear me. Otherwise, they'd be complaining off there. Yeah, you people can hear me. I'm not muted. Well, Daniel, I can see where you're going. That Stephen Hawking said if there were aliens, they'd kill us all. So yeah, but it's a TV show, and if the humans lose the war, the TV show kind of ends. So they have to win. They have to win. We have plot armor in that respect. So let's go ahead and go to the Dear Bops, because that's what so many people come here for. Not to hear me or see me, just to see me read the Dear Bops, of which there are now 29. Oh, geez. That means there's plenty of Dear Bops. We do not need more Dear Bops. Just to be clear. Okay. Star Trek Nitpickers is Bird of Prey. Are you up on bird law? I'm an expert at bird everything. Bird law, bird jitsu, birdga, which is like yoga, but for birds. Carlos is Bird of Prey. What is Dear Bop? Well, you're about to find out. Dear Bop, I lost my virginity the other day, I think. I was so happy, and it was the best experience of my 47 years in this life. We have been seeing each other for about 2 weeks, mainly texting and FaceTime. Well, the other day, things went to the next level, but she didn't text me back for 2 days. Well, I got a message this morning and said it's over, that I'm a great guy and all, but she doesn't think it will work out. I said I was bad at it, and she said we didn't even do it. I was confused, and she asked me what she meant, because I count that we did it. And she said the tip doesn't count. I count it as my first time. But she need to know what you think. Does the tip count? Yes, the tip counts. The tip counts. So it totally counts. As for your hussy of a girlfriend, she clearly was not going to work out anyway. So better you find a new one sooner than later. No, I don't need more Dear Bops, Rock Solid. No, I don't need more Dear Bops, Thomas. Dear Bop, this is real and might be upsetting with the subjects in here. If you want to read it first to see if it's okay to read on the stream. Well, I can't do that. We're way past that point. There's this woman I like. We work together at the airport and chat now and then. We have met up a few times, but just to chat. Well, you see, she has a lot of problems. She cuts herself, has tried to OD once. She lost a few family members, and she has been raped twice. A few months ago, cut off all her hair because her boyfriend left her when he found out she was pregnant. And he has now moved to Chicago, over 1,000 miles away. She has turned her life around with my help and others. I really like her, and I know she likes me. It worries me that she's had these problems and she will soon have a newborn. I feel she could be the one if she can get over her problems. But the way she has been over the last month makes me feel that she has put most of it behind her. Well, the question is, am I stupid to be willing to try a relationship with her, or should I just be her friend? There is this woman I've been sleeping with, but nothing serious, nor do I think it's going to go anywhere, but it's something stable. What should I do? keep things the same, or should I take the chance? Professor wishes he could hear again. Okay. Taking you at your word that this is real. A month is nothing. A month is nothing. Nobody can turn around in their life in a month. Could be having a good month. You don't know. To be honest, anybody who was having and is having the issues, she was having the cutting herself, the attempting to OD, cutting off all her hair because her boyfriend left her. That is not someone who's ready for a relationship. You should just be a friend. And you should probably put it out of your head that it's going to be anything more than that for some time. Okay? Listen, if you're still friends in a year or two and things are still going good, she still turned her life around, that's another story. But right now, no, she's not ready. She's not ready for that. You're just going to be another person on what's probably going to be a long list of people who, what's that called? Enable her to continue to do the things she does. I would say your best bet is to be her friend. Be there for her as much as you can as a friend and only as a friend. And pursue relationships with other people. It'd be my suggestion. Yeah. Now you're the one who knows what you really feel, but that's from an outside perspective, and I don't mean to sound cold, but I just don't see it realistically that she could so quickly turn around. Mama Pray, you have something to say or add? Oh, Mama Pray has something too. Okay.
Sometimes people misconstrue feeling sorry for someone, feeling badly for their life or their situation that they're in, and misconstrue it for feelings of love or similar. So what I'm saying is, make sure you're not just feeling sorry for this woman because she's in a bad place. Don't get yourself wrapped up in a bad situation if it's really not true love. I mean, I know people that have been 40 years with their spouse, and for 40 years their spouse has had issues, either addiction issues or mental issues or both, and they must really love them. They're still together, but that's rare, my opinion.
Thank you, Mama Pray, for coming in with her opinion on that. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, if I can suggest, this person may want to look into a program called Divorce Care. He did it twice after his last divorce, and it helped so much. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, you cannot fix a broken person. They need to fix themselves before even considering getting into a relationship. Absolutely. Daniel says, Bird of Prey, I met the girl of my dreams once. She was perfect. She was into everything I was, and it was fun to talk to her. She was perfect. There are no girls like her. Then in 2012, she got married. I'm sorry to hear that, Daniel. Carlo Albanese says, I agree with Bird of Prey. Be there as a friend to help. And Star Trek Nitpicker says, Bird of Prey, you sound cold. Get a blanket. Andrea Seabrook says, amen to Mamo Prey. And Roxod says, Bird of Prey, the person who wrote it sounds like they have a Superman syndrome or a Galhead syndrome. They can't ride in on a white horse to save the maiden. And Andrea says, Mamo Prey dropping the wisdom. And okay, so now this next Dear Bop is a link to a broken website. I mean, not broken, but obviously this doesn't go anywhere. And then there's just a random block of text here. I don't know if this is one of LDG's challenges or just some random spam that got added to Dear Bop, but I am skipping it. Dear Bop, why do people think that Meg was Stewie's mom until Family Guy time? Going backwards episode shows us it was Lois. There was an example before that episode showing it wasn't Meg. I am confused to this. Please explain. I think it was just a one-off joke. I don't think you're supposed to think that much about it. It's a Family Guy. It's a cartoon that doesn't make canonical sense. So, Dear Bob, in Family Guy, do we ever find out who drove the car that ran over Brian when he died? I think it's important to know, or do you want the show to just leave it? I don't know that we ever found out, and I personally don't think it's important since I haven't thought about it since then. Dear Bob, do you wish you would have been able to have kids, but due to your medical condition, you had to give that up? Well, I wish I'd had kids. I mean, technically, I suppose it's possible I could have kids. It's just highly, highly unlikely I'd have kids at this point in my life. But yeah, no, I do wish if things, had gone differently and I'd been healthy, I would have hoped to have had kids by now. At least one. Dear Bob, do you use hand sanitizer? And which do you suggest is the best one to use? I do. And, but, oh, right. We use the Purell with the aloe, the green Purell. But this is just the CVS brand bottle that we refill. And I wish if somebody can find that Purell, because unfortunately it's not available anywhere to order online. But I do know it's available in stores. People get it. People buy it in stores. But for whatever reason, it's never available to get online. So I don't know. Anybody want to send me a big bottle of the green Purell? I'll pay you. I'll pay you the cost. I don't know how much it is, but if you ever see the big Purell with aloe, the green color refill, we could use a refill. No, Professor does not need an ear transplant. Dear Bop, what's your opinion on 80s cartoons? You've probably guessed who sent this by now. Well, I assume it's File Mike, maybe, because you guys just did the Geo Nerdy or Jep Nerdy 80s cartoon. Or not, because Vile doesn't usually come to these streams. My opinion on 80s cartoons was that the ones I remember were pretty good. The ones I didn't watch probably sucked. No, I mean, I have a general good, Transformers. That was good stuff. Smurfs. I don't know. Was Flintstones and Jetsons, were they 80s? Those were good things. Hell, The Simpsons started in the 80s. There were some really good 80s cartoons. Dear Bob, son of a bitch. I know, I got to get Yitza, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I got to get it to Yitza. I will, Yitza. I'm so sorry. Dear Bob, I have little chest hair. Should I let it grow or shave it off? If you're a man, let it grow. If you're a woman, shave it off. Dear Bob, is season 6 of Stargate SG-1 the worst season? I don't remember the details of season 6, but if it is the worst season, it's still not necessarily a bad season. I mean, every show has to have a worst season, but overall, SG-1 was pretty decent series. Honestly, if there was a worse season, it's probably season 1, which isn't that bad. I mean, by sci-fi of today, it's downright brilliant. Dear Bob, when it comes to wearing socks, is it true there's actually one for your left and one for your right foot? Or do you just put the sock on any foot? No, socks are interchangeable between either foot. I mean, maybe somebody out there makes a left and right pair, a left and right footed foot sock, but the vast majority that you buy in the store are not specific to either foot. Carlos says, is it just me that likes a bit of hair on women's arms? Vertebrae. Well, I don't, I'm not going to throw her out of bed, but I wouldn't say it's something I look forward to. Dear Bob, is it true that before you came ill, you used to make electronic labels for products? It's true, before I became ill, I made one electronic label for one product, but my job was product development. No, I started off with a title of product development engineer, and I ended with director of technology and engineering. It was a lot more than just any one thing, my job. But yes, one of the things I did was create the electronic label that was on Qapla rum, which you could probably Google, but there's not a lot of info about. I should make a Wikipedia entry for Qapla rum. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's the ticket. Then I'd be immortal. And there's like news sources that corroborate that. I just don't know how to do a Wikipedia entry. Son of a bitch. Carlos is the bush. I have the biggest bush to protect the ladies, bird of prey. Name the film that's from. I have not the slightest idea. Sorry. Sounds like something from Spaceballs. Dear Bob, in your opinion, what is the worst TV show that has a movie? I don't mean a remake version. I mean a movie with the original cast continuing the storyline of the show. I honestly can't think of many TV shows that have a movie with the original cast. I mean, the only ones that jump out at me is Star Trek, and obviously they're not the worst. I can't think of many TV shows. But give me a list of TV shows that had a movie with their original cast, because they're not jumping out at me. I'm sorry. Dear Bob, I've got this date with a girl, and she wants to go to this all-you-can-eat seafood restaurant, but I'm not sure how much I like to seafood. And if I don't go, this may be my only chance to go on a date with her, and I may not get a second. What should I do? You should go. Their seafood restaurants always have something for people who don't eat seafood. They've got chicken. They've probably got a steak. You don't have to get seafood at a seafood restaurant. And if you don't like seafood, just order an inexpensive dish and just, break it up. Eat an appetizer, have some bread, and don't worry about it. It's a date. You're not there to eat. You're not there to actually eat. The food is secondary. Professor Brainy Specs says, did I just hear something? I thought I might have heard something, Bird of Prey. Could a miracle be happening? Maybe. Rock Solids' Bird of Prey Superstar was a skit on SNL and was terrible. Well, I'm not surprised. Dear Bob, I have some suggestions for Saturday cinema. Groundhog Day. Okay, and now you see, because you started with Groundhog Day, I'm basic. Okay, I have half a mind to ignore the rest. Crystal Skull, Entourage the movie. Honestly, I don't know if Entourage the movie has been less than 10 years. But to be honest, I liked Entourage. I liked it on HBO. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Buzz Lightyear, Lilo and Stitch, Star Wars, X-Files, Smurfs 3, Hannah Montana, Lizzie McGuire, the 2014 Veronica Mars movie, the Wild Thornberrys movie, Rugrats and Wild Thornberry, Dora the Explorer the movie, director's cut of Stargate, Children of the Gods, Battlestar Galactica Razor, Power Rangers Turbo, DuckTales, Treasure of the Golden Suns, Dog and Cat the movie, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, Fantasy Island 1977, Return to Fantasy Island 1978, Hey Arnold the movie, Knight Rider 2000 with 90s, Keith Lemon the film, Doug the first movie, Katy Perry, Part of Me, Labyrinth starred David Bowie, Saturday Night Fever, the Ken Burns documentary on ice cubes. Hopefully some of these can get added to your list of movies. None of them are going to be added to the movies. Sorry. Not happening. Maybe Battlestar Galactica, but I doubt it because that wasn't in cinemas. This is not for direct-to-TV movies. And it was submitted a second time. Dear Bob, guess the song by these lyrics. Oh, I guess they'll never know how a young heart it really feels and why I love her so. And they call it Puppy Love? Is that Puppy Love? I feel like I need to know. So I'm searching Google. Puppy Love! Yes! I got it! Puppy Love. I'm a musical genius. Dear Bob, as an American man, I haven't read Tom Sawyer yet. Does that make me a bad person? No, it doesn't. It just means that your school didn't make you read Tom Sawyer. Because no one has ever read Tom Sawyer outside of school since it was published. Rock Solids is Bird of Prey. Eat a steak at the restaurant and maybe the clam later in the evening if you're lucky. Professors is Bird of Prey. It's a double miracle. I heard you say something. You said, I, Bird of Prey, love Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Obviously, Professor Brainy Specs is delusional of some sort. Pretty ill. Must be a brain disease. Something's wrong. Dan put in a doggy emoji. Dear Bob, do you like trains? I do. I like a good train. Dear Bob, if the talking about trains, you know how there's UFOs, which are unidentified flying vehicles, and there are USOs, which are unidentified submerged vehicles, which are like underwater spacecraft or UFOs. I think there should be UTOs, which are unidentified tracked vehicles, which are like UFOs on train tracks. Wouldn't that be cool? You call in, are you reporting a UFO? Do you need the Air Force? No, I need the Army. I'm reporting a UTO. What's a UTO? You know, a UTO, an unidentified train vehicle, object. An unidentified train to object. What do you mean, sir? I mean, it's unidentified and is traveling down the train tracks right now. Oh, dear Bob, if the Ferengi were supposed to be Arabs and not the Jews, does that not fundamentally change the race of the characters? I mean, how can you say I'm not? We're done. We're done with Groundhog's Day. We're done. That mentioned Groundhog's Day. Not reading it. Dear Bob, another update. No tax return. I'm getting increasingly frustrated. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you probably should call somebody. Andrea says, oh, must disagree. I read most of Twain out of school. Sorry to be Miss Mary, quite contrary. Good for you. I didn't. I honestly don't know how many people did. I have to guess it wasn't many. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Get the Carogan head doctor, Zoidberg, to check out Professor Brainy specs. That's right, we should.
Hey, this is for Bird of Prey 5 from Michael J. Crawford, the anti-trekker.
Kiff, come here and hold up the flag. And wave it a little, for God's sakes.
The God, Emperor, Dictator of a country called Caroga. The Carogan Surgeon General, which would be me, Dr. Zoidberg. Hail, Caroga! I'm going to keep you healthy. I will feed you tons of cake. If there's any left after I'm here.
And a big thank you again to Anti-Trekker for getting that for me from Cameo when I was in the hospital this, last May. Yeah. I didn't have it up for a while because of the switch to OBS. But yeah. Joseph Patrick says, so the O in UFO means vehicle. All clear now. You know what I mean. Rock Solid says, knowing Bird of Prey, he will complain you confuse UFO and UTI. Or UTO and UTI. And Carlos says, remember, not every light at the end of the tunnel is a train. Robert Rose is Bird of Prey. Have you never not seen Groundhog? Son of a bitch. Cake and the Carogan flag. Thank you, Carlo. Dear Bob, why is English so confusing? Cooking bacon and baking cookies. 205. English isn't that confusing. You just have to understand it. Daniel says, how do you get the actor to say, Hail Caroga? There's a website called cameo.com, cameo.com, and you can pay actors to say things. And then they send you a video on your phone, and then I just copied the video to, my computer. Now, Anti-Trekker got that guy to say things. He does a bunch of voices in Futurama, and then Anti-Trekker added those Futurama cutout scenes on top of his voice. So Anti-Trekker did some editing to make it look like a Futurama episode. Cooking bacon and bacon cookies. I could eat some bacon cookies. How do you get some of these delicious bacon cookies? Number 205. Dear Bob, I'm sorry you don't seem to have a heart. As someone who has lost loved ones, significant others, the ending of WandaVision made me cry like a baby. To be able to have time with my ex again, there are no words for what I would give to hold her again, feel her, touch her, and to tell her how much I still love her all these years later. I thought WandaVision did an amazing job showing us the pain of loss, taking us through Wanda's dealing with pain and loss, from denial to anger, and finally, thank you. I'm not on the Dear Bob screen. Did an amazing job showing us the pain of loss, taking us through wonders dealing with pain and loss, from denial to anger and finally to acceptance. It was beautifully done and hit me extremely hard.
Right. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you have to have those memories of losing a loved one. If it felt like that to you, then it made a big emotional impact. For me, it seemed a little too easy, and frankly, I think I would feel differently. I would feel differently because she wasn't getting over this. None of this is real. None of this is real. It doesn't show me anything. It shows what some less than talented writers felt of a fake loss. The woman was married to a robot and kidnapped people and had fake kids. It doesn't do much for me to be honest. Futurama, where Fry loses his dog or doesn't get his dog brought back to life, and the Futurama where they find the 7-leaf clover, Luck of the Fryish, were both far more emotional to me than WandaVision. But that's just me. It's my opinion. Obviously, it's your opinion is different. I'm not looking to change your mind. Just explaining how I see it. Thank you, Thomas and Aberjam. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Yes, Thomas is right. Roxas is Bird of Prey. Yep, I didn't have the screen up. Thank you. Joseph agrees with the WandaVision, dear Bob. So everybody agrees I don't have a heart. Son of a bitch. Dear Bob, I work in a fashion store, and it was recently brought to my attention that we have been getting a lot of returned items. It seems that customers were buying bathroom gowns but were not happy with them because the gowns were either too thin or too thick. I asked my manager if the customers knew that our gowns have a TOG rating to indicate how much insulation they have. My manager told me when he asked the customers, they had no idea about the TOG rating. So I had a great idea for raising awareness, and I wanted to ask your opinion. Should we have a gown TOG day? You son of a bitch. You sons of bitches. I have good authority to laser out the camera, to laser out the lens on the camera so you people never see me again. Okay, I'll do it. I'm crazy like that. I'll do it. Don't make me do it. Professor, your ears, and it'll be your eyes next.
You're hiding Grandma. Waiting for Grandma.
Dear Bob, Doctor Strange is basically Iron Man, but as a doctor instead of a playboy, and with magic instead of a robot suit. Yeah, I got that. That was very irresponsible of him speeding around like that. Like, I thought, did he have superpowers or something that he could just speed in and out of traffic like that? Apparently not. And we never found out what happened to the other guy he hit. For all we know, that guy's dead. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Love is love no matter what. People marry trees and guillotines. I don't believe anyone has married a tree or a guillotine, at least not in this country. Dear Bob, you really do care about us, don't you? And I hope you know that we all care about you too. Hail Caroga, absolutely. Hail Caroga, and thank you. Thank you for saying that. Dear Bob, Tilly here. Call me Mr. Bob. Haven't heard from you, and it is my Woman Day, and I'm the only woman worthy of celebrating. I'm waiting for you, Mr. Bob. We have a bright future to plan. You're already married, and you already have a couple of kids, I think. So, you know, you gotta do something about at least one of those. Robert, have you ever seen What About Bob? Yes, I've seen it. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, Vision was real. Thanos killed him. How do you say he wasn't real? The vision inside of her spell wasn't real. If he was real, he wouldn't have fallen apart when the spell ended. Dear Bob, it's very clear what we're supposed to do on Mother's Day. I have no problem figuring out some activities for National Llama Appreciation Day, and I even know how to celebrate Talk Like a Drunken Pirate Day. But Bob, I just have no idea what to do today for International Women's Day. I mean, what's an international woman? How does one person be international? And why do we designate one single day to celebrate half the people on the planet? I'm so confused. But I do have one idea. Maybe we can harness all this unused energy and put it to use to promoting a very exciting new YouTube channel, which currently has 97 subscribers. 97, you say? Yes. So close to 100. Subscribe to Andrea Seabrook channel and relive that sense of confusion about relieve the sense of confusion about International Women's Day. You'll be glad you did. Sincerely, totally not Andrea, I promise. Guys, you should all totally subscribe to Andrea Seabrook's channel. She's a woman, so it's her day. She's at 97 subscribers. She's three subscribers away from hitting 100 subscribers. I know there's 3 of you out there. There's 39 people watching. 3 of you out there have not yet subscribed to Andrea Seabrook. It's a woman. She's a woman. It's International Women's Day. Need I say more? Please, Andrea, or someone who has Andrea's link, please put it into the chat so people can more easily subscribe. Andrea says, and adding to the fun, I will donate to Bird of Prey 5 the number of dollars equal to the number of new subs to my channel in 1 hour. So get people to subscribe. Help me out. Oh, shit. Mama Pray, get all the fake accounts ready. I'm going to be rich. Andrea Seabrook's going to give me $1 for every subscriber over 100. Call your family. Have them call their family. Then have them send out mass emails to everybody in their businesses. She's got at least 98 now. Mama Pray has subscribed. There it is. There it is. Thank you, Professor. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be rich, Mom. 99. 101. Oof. We're gonna have lobster tonight, Mama Pray. Or tomorrow. Depends how quickly she can get the money in. Dear Bob, I have 6 people trying to get me. I eliminated one using smarts because he is an idiot. However, 5 others are extremely smart. What gosh darn should I do? I need to finish my new PC. Hail Caroga, Life with Matthew. Life with Matthew, if they're after you, just shut off your camera and they won't be able to reach you. You'll be totally safe. You can finish your camera and not be bothered until you're ready to be bothered. Carlos says, if I unsub and resub, does it count? No. No, it doesn't count, Carlo. Thomas says, Andrea, So if we unsub, does that mean Berta Pre owes you money? No, I didn't offer to pay her money. Dan is up to 103. You're up to $4, says Andrea. Thank you. Rock Solid says he was number 100. And Andrea says that's always true. Oh, shit. I owe her $1 if she ever goes under 100. I don't like that deal. Holy shit. The monstrosity, it's back. It's back. You can see it. No, where's the screen? Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, hurry up. Oh, it's passing the house again. I don't know what the hell this thing was. This passed the house in the middle of the night. It's not making killing sounds now. And it's going faster than it was. And it's going in the same direction it was earlier. So it's not the same one. But yeah, what the hell is this?
This looks like a house.
This was like a construction train or something, but the crane passed. The crane was earlier. Look, there's a guy just standing at the edge. He's looking at us. He's in the caboose. Yeah, F you. Anyway. Sorry. I closed that window to save on processing power when I go live. I should leave it open. Geek Time TV says, an auto transformer. I've done video on this. That's what it is. It's an autonomous it's an auto transformer. He's done videos on it. Okay. 47 Yorktown says Bird's password is, yes, you've found my password to my video cameras. It's 9 asterisks. I always thought that should be part of a comedy. I didn't know, what the rest of the movie should be, but I wanted a section of the movie to be a guy who time traveled from the past to the future, to the present. And, somebody went to either an ATM or a computer, and the guy from 1900 or something was watching, and it said enter password, and you saw the guy type in 6 asterisks, and then they go about their business, and then some other guy kidnaps the guy from the past, and they're like, we need to break into this other guy's account. They're like, we'll need his password, and you have an LDG type saying, oh, it's going to take 12,000 years to break his password if we don't have a hint on what it is. And then the guy from the past is like, oh, I know his password. And everybody's like, oh, you do? And they're like, awesome, great. So they tell him to come over, and they're like, okay, what's his password? And the guy says, asterisk. And they all look at him, and they slap the shit out of him. Delivery. So I always thought they should do that as part of a movie. Now, I don't know what movie, I don't know or what TV show, but clearly that deserves a line. It deserves to be written somewhere. Andrea says a gravel elevator, perhaps. Professor says unsub everyone. No. Aberdeen says I believe that's a quarry freight. Must be a Turtistani plot, says John DeMarco. Geek time. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the camera for Mama Pray. Yeah. Yes. Geek time says it's an auto transformer. That's cool. I don't know what it means, but it's cool. Thomas's bird of prey, something like that passes work once when I was cleaning the gravel. It was cleaning the gravel. No, it's not a camera doorbell. These are just cameras I have sitting on the windowsills. Geek Times is bird of prey. They put them in substations. Gotcha. Carlos's bird of prey. You could do it as a short. Yeah, but like what type of short? Oh, I guess. I think it's funny. I used to have in my Palm Pilot. Okay, this is how far back we're going. I used to have in my Palm Pilot a text file with interesting ideas. One of them was that. Okay, the other two kind of already got done. One of them was a cruise ship enterprise where it was a cruise ship, but everybody was dressed like they were from the next generation. And it was like, everything was supposed to look like next generation. Now, granted, they haven't gone to that extent, but they do have Star Trek cruises now where all themed Star Trek cruises. Now, they don't make the ships look like the Enterprise, but they do have actors and professional people on board and whatnot. Now, I still think a full ship called Enterprise that's, Star Trek through and through would still be something. Of course, right now, nobody's cruising. The cruise industry is in shambles. And then also, I wanted to use a laser to project advertisements on the moon. But then The Simpsons did it in a Simpsons TV episode where Mr. Burns was projecting something on the moon one night. So I was like, son of a bitch, they got my idea. These are all ideas I had to get to do at some point. Thomas's bird of prey, maybe it was transferring ground. Geeks enjoyed Nerdroticus' bird of prey. Thank you for the tip. And he has a link to a YouTube video. Let's see. What did he just say? Bird of prey, laser hair growth. Oh, jeez. Okay, so LDG is becoming anti-trekker, slowing down my clips. But if you're here, he has a pretty good son of a bitch in that video. Professor says, bird of prey, did you see the latest video? I just saw it. Part of it. I paused it. And Professor puts the link that I believe is the same video. Yes, it is. AI6. Yes, it's the same video. We'll look at it. We'll look at it later. Andrea says 15 minutes left to find subs for my channel. Send $1 to Berto Pray 5. I'm going to have to tweet it out. Carlos says, Berto Pray 5, I thought it would be cool to advertise, project on a smoke screen you could walk through. There you go. Is that for Nephew O'Prey?
Yeah.
Where would you hang it? Mom O'Prey ordered a jumper. What do?
You help him walk.
Oh, you help him walk. You hold it. Oh.
I don't like that thing in Cobra Cup. So there's no.
Yeah. Okay. Mama O'Prey bought some type of harness to help nephew O'Prey walk. Andrea, I think I'll have to tweet out your link when I'm done with the stream. Get a few more dollars. Rockside says, wow, Bird of Prey throwing big insults at Pickles. Wow, calling him, he's doing exactly what Anti-Tracker used to do to my clips. It's not, I'm just being honest. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. Okay. Dear Bob, since you think I should call someone since I am in need of regarding taxes, does that mean I should call the A-team? If you can find them, you can afford them, you can call the A-team. No, I don't think the A-team. You probably got to call the B-team, the Biden team. Call 1-800-KAMALA and ask for some help. Say that you didn't get your tax refund and you're a constituent and you're deeply troubled. And I'm sure 1-800-KAMALA will be able to help you. And that's a joke, YouTube. Don't call that me giving false advice, fake advice. That's an obvious joke. There is no 1-800-KAMALA. There's not enough letters. Not unless you misspell her name. Andrea says, can you guys tell I have extensive experience begging for money? I mean, that's what we do at NPR. Rock Solid says, wow, Bird of Prey. No, I'm not throwing insults. I'm not throwing insults. Okay. And we have come to the end of the Dear Bops. So, it is International Women's Day. I want to give a shout out to some of the best women in the world. Oh yeah. Yeah. Captain Cisco is very happy right now. And this was such an empowering scene. Okay. It's still empowering. It changed the course of Star Trek. It's changed the course of television. It's changed the course of history. Many young men and young women, I assume, really enjoyed this particular scene of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And as a thank you to the ladies, here is me dancing with a lucky lady back in the day when I could dance. Look how happy she is. Look at that lady in the cage. She's happy too. Oh, there's the Qapla rum I was talking about. Look, the hair. Oh my God. The laser created hair in the past. The laser created hair in the past. It's anti-time. Q was right. Look at how happy. That's one happy woman. That's one happy woman. Okay, so the laser works in the past like anti-time. Okay, so we have proof. We have proof that this is going to work, except it works backwards in time. We could use a little extra body hair, you know. Yeah, I'll put some, because I don't know how much I really need, but definitely maybe I'll make that beard a little thicker. Oh yeah, I can feel it coming in. I can feel it coming in. Oh yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay, where should the hair stop? I don't know. There we go. We'll fill this in. Okay, now, awesome. Awesome. So the hair grows thicker in the past. Tachyons. This isn't a laser pointer. It's a tachyon pointer. Now it makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world. Rock Solid says video proof that Bird of Prey hired escorts and hookers confirmed. No, I didn't hire them. Hello, Ozzy NF. Qapla. Carlos says, love that clip, Bird of Prey. I think she actually wanted you that night. I don't think so. Pervy, Robert. There's nothing pervy there. Dan23 says, I'm not American, so I don't understand how Americans can dial a phone numbers with letters on it. Well, it's easy. On our phones, I don't know if you can see it, but if you look at the keys, the number keys, there's letters above every number, except the number 1. So the number 2 has ABC, the number 3 has DEF, the number 4 GHI, the number 5 JKL, the number 6 MNO, the number 7 PQ, and S, the number 8 TUV, and the number 9 W, X, Y, and Z. So if I had to call 1-800-Kamala, it's 1-800-526-262-5-2. I don't know. Just too many. But you just pick the letter. You just pick the number that has the letter on it. I forgot how you spelled Kamala, though. Dan23 says, now starting Bird of Prey 5 and the new version of Hair the Musical. Now starring Bird of Prey 5 and the new version of Hair the Musical. And Joseph says, I can feel it coming in. Bird of Prey 5 quote. Geek Time says they hired Bird. Carlo Albanese says, coming soon to Caroga store, the pre-hair laser that gives you more hair in the past. Check out Bird of Prey 5 on birdofprey5.com site, and Bird of Prey 5 will be happy to help you with advice and Dear Bob. Yes. Robert Rose Jr. says, Bird of Prey, many females thought actors like Telly Savalas and Yul Brynner were very attractive. Rock Solid says, wait a second, wasn't Bird of Prey an associate of Jeffrey Epstein? Sure seems like it. No, I've never met Jeffrey nor been on his plane or his island. Andrea Seabrook. Now, I've met people who met Jeffrey. This is true. In fact, I met somebody who was really good friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Let me see if I can't dig out that picture. Let's see if you guys can figure out who it was. Try to make bets. I mean, not bets. I'm not going to pay you. It's only a few clicks away. There it is. There it is. Okay. Here's the person that was big friends with Jeffrey Epstein. There it is. Oh. Oh, yes, I'm technically, I guess you would say, only one degree, 2 degrees. What's that? 1 degree. We have one contact in common. So I'm 1 degree away, which is scarily close. But considering all the people that the people I've known have been close to, God only knows. God only knows the type of people I've been one degree of separation away from. Let me tell you though, that 1 degree, it's a big degree. Andrea says, wow, friends, we're up to $7 for Bird of Prey. Maybe he can buy a single log of fancy dog food for Sassy. If those bastards ever start selling it again. Geek Time TV says Matt Damon perfected texting with a numerical keypad without looking in The Departed. Carlo Albanese puts in a big number. And Dan says, thanks for explaining. Dan says, I see adverts on TV for the no hair removal system. Andrea says, and yet he calls Epstein Jeffrey. Carlo Albanese says, it's okay. They have a children's charity for vulnerable children. Uh-oh. No. Yeah. Robert Rose is Bird of Prey. Just don't ever end up in the Clinton body list. I hope not. Roxodds is Bird of Prey. Did he? No, he didn't. He didn't do any of those things. We were also, they did not trust us. We weren't allowed to record him in any way. We weren't allowed to have our own recording devices. We weren't allowed to show him things. I mean, my boss got around a lot of that. There was the time he had us, his staff, my boss, Mr. Frank, he had the staff hide a Playboy magazine in a bunch of papers because he wanted to show the Playboy to Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton's staff wouldn't let him look at a Playboy, but my boss really wanted to show him one, so he had us hide it, and then he got to show it to Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton was so happy to be looking at this Playboy. Until his staff came and took it away. Which I assume must have been Hillary's staff. But yeah. Oh, that was some funny. Those were some funny days. Anyway. I think we've had enough fun for International Women's Day. In all honesty, a big thank you to all the women in our lives, like Mama Pray, for without which we wouldn't exist. None of us would exist on this earth without our mothers. And for many, we wouldn't exist without our wives or other loved ones. And those of you who've had daughters, they're the light of your life. So a big happy thank you to all the women in our lives on this International Women's Day. And thank you, Andrea Seabrook, with a super sticker that says, thanks. You are welcome. You are welcome, Andrea. And I hope your channel continues to grow. And in a day or two, you should be able to get your short URL for your channel. Resolute says they all worked for Hillary, especially Bill. Mike Richard had Trump. Well, Trump met Jeffrey Epstein, yes, but then Trump had the good sense to kick him out of his club once he got arrested for the first time. Whereas some of the other guys still were friends. Joseph Patrick with a €2 super chat says, moms are the best. Qapla from the future. Qapla, his mom is doing good, no problems, and his sister has a light cough. But overall, they're both very good. Mama Pray is glad to hear it. Captain Tracks with Bird of Prey, what kind of food does Sassy prefer? Sassy eats natural. Thank you again, Joseph. Sassy eats a food called Fresh Pet. Let me bring it up. Not that anybody's ever going to find it anywhere. Yeah.
Beef stew meat with pumpkin mixed in it.
So Mama Pray, she had beef stew meat with pumpkin tonight. Mama Pray cooked for her. Fresh Pet. Fresh Pet beef log. This is what we try to get her, but it's generally sold out everywhere. And even if they say it's in stock, it's a lie. We're saying it's in stock. It's out of stock at our local one. And it's saying it's in stock there, but it's not. They're lying. Also, this is a 6 pound. We like the 1.5 pound. Yeah. We would take a 6 pound if that's all they had. There's chunky beef recipe. There's beef with rice, beef with vegetables. Basically, any type of Fresh Pet select roll dog food we would take. Preferably beef, but even if it had to be chicken or turkey or whatever, we would deal. This is the food that Sassy likes, and that is good and easy on her digestive tract. So yeah, for whatever reason, I've checked, like this place, they claim they're still making food, but they have a big notice that they understand that it's hard to find right now. So they built a second kitchen, according to them. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah. So you know what? Tonight, to all the women, hashtag stay sassy, stay, says Star Trek Nitpickers. Vincent Gallipo says Qapla to all women. Qapla to all women. Let's go out tonight on, you know what? A gift. A gift to all the ladies in the house. We're going to go out on something that I've taken out of retirement just for the women tonight. The very special, very requested, very sexy DJ Odyssey in his bunny suit on the bridge of Star Trek Discovery. Qapla all, bird out, and ladies, you don't have to thank me. You're welcome.